Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the free-to-play Limit-Shattering Showdown Goku, the Manga Goku that most people are referring to him as, the free-to-play manga character for the 40th anniversary celebration for the Dragon Ball manga. So it's a pretty good unit, I would say, overall. He is obviously very similar to some of the other manga units in that he has quite a few conditions. Goku especially seems to have way more than the non-free-to-play ones, but he still seems pretty good. So we'll take a look at him now. We're going to take a look at him at 100%, largely because he's free-to-play, and most players will, I assume, rainbow him because of that fact. Remember, you get Goku from the panel missions for the 40th anniversary, so I'm not too certain whether, he will be available in future somehow, so try to grab him now while you can. So yeah, that covers that. So now let's take a look at the Goku. So an all types key +3, HP attack and defense of 50% lead. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causing supreme damage to the enemy. In terms of his passive, he gives all allies attack and defense up of 40% for 40 turns. So straight away, this is very, very good. Also, unlike some of the other characters, this is actually something that he does unconditionally. So it's actually a really, really, really good kind of like progress for him. And I think it's a really, really, really nice thing that separates him from the other guys, because they have like a little bit of a struggle with fulfilling their entrance animation to activate that passive. Basic effects: he has key +2 and launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super. That's where his ease kind of ends. The rest of it is all very much quite difficult to get all at once. So when there's a Will Tournament category ally, he gets attack and defense of 200%, chance of evading the enemy's attack up 10%. When there is another Saiyan Saga category ally, so he does not count for his own passive, attack and defense of 200%, chance of evasion up 10%. When there is a Planet Namek Saga category ally, attack and defense of 200%, chance of evasion up 10%. When there is a Android Cell Saga ally, attack and defense up 200%, chance of evasion up 10%. When there is a Majin Buu Saga category ally, attack and defense up 200%, chance of evasion up 10%. When there's an Extreme Class ally attacking the same turn, medium chance of evasion. And then of course, for every attack performed, attack and defense up of 19%, which is very, very, very good from a stacking point of view. So that's the full passive, but when you break it down into all those sections or conditional requirements, it's actually very difficult to just easily get them done. There are some that have crossover. For example, World Tournament does crossover with Majin Buu Saga decently if you're running like a Earth Protecting Heroes or something. But Saiyan Saga is not going to cross over with Planet Namek Saga. Android Cell Saga is not going to cross over with Planet Namek Saga or Saiyan Saga, etc. Because obviously they're different times in Dragon Ball. No character, I think, in the game, I can be proven wrong, is on dual saga categories like that. There's some that are on like movie heroes, as well as also being on Majin Buu Saga, for example. But generally speaking, you don't have multiple cross categories like that, unless it's something like Future Saga and obviously, Android Cell Saga or something. So that makes the biggest difficulty with Goku, is that hitting all those requirements in a single team whilst having it with a really good lead is probably the hardest component. So you're generally looking at very pure Saiyans or full power heavy teams. You need to be able to kind of hit all those core crucial key categories so that Goku can function to his best ability. If you don't do that, you're going to have a bad time, and Goku isn't going to be operating at his full level. Now, with that being said, he is still very, very good. 40% flat all allies boost for 40 turns is always very helpful. Additionals being built in, and he can have, look, pretty much 80% evasion if there's an extreme class ally attacking in the same turn, which is pretty good. Otherwise, he has 50% evasion, which is still pretty decent. So overall, his kit still has some good viability, has some good flexibility. It's just that it has a lot of conditional requirements to making him work. So it's very clearly designed to work with all the other manga units. I do understand that. But yeah, generally speaking, it's not, a big push forward for him. Now, in terms of his links, Samurai Race, Sword in the Family, Sand Lineage, Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, Prepared for Battle, Sharing the Limit, they're all solid links. Categories wise, Accelerated Battle, All Out Struggle, Battle of Fate, Bond of Friendship, Bond of Parent and Child, etc. He's got the standard Goku array. The big thing is you pretty much only want to run him on like a Pure Saiyans, or a Earth Protecting Heroes or something, or an Earth Bred Fighters, where you can easily get your category requirements without necessarily hindering him too much. And I think that is really the biggest stipulation for him.